Sweet. Hey, I'm Jay from Lion Social, my agency, and I want to tell the story about how the book funnel, changed my life forever. I grew up in business. My grandparents bought and sold businesses. My parents always had their own businesses, and it really shaped the world that I grew up in. And I always knew I was going to be an entrepreneur. And there was times in my youth where the family experienced a lot of financial volatility in their businesses, and it got quite uncomfortable. And as a young kid, I kind of figured out that the biggest pain point in my parents' lives was finding new clients and customers each week. That was a big stress. And so as a young kid, I thought I would take on this challenge and see if I could solve this problem. It led me on a journey that changed my life forever. I ended up getting pretty good at Facebook ads and marketing, and dropping out of high school at about 16, start my own agency. When I started getting my first few clients, did my first few $10,000 months, was making more money than my teachers. And I was able to convince my parents to let me leave school before I got kicked out of another one. I really went on a journey of testing all these different methods of what is the best way to grow a business? What is the best way to acquire a new customer? And we tried everything, all these different methods, with to varying degrees of success. We went just to standard lead generation funnels, like opt-in forms for downloads. We did webinar funnels. We did workshop funnels where people would buy a ticket to a workshop and be sold in person. A variety of different funnels. Until one day we were approached by a client to ask us to build them a book funnel, and I had a look at it and the ideas, and I said, yeah, it seems cool. I'd be super down. Obviously I knew that people were selling books to build businesses, and I never considered doing it. So we went in, we built this book funnel, and it was a big effort to build it out. But I remember the day that we launched and kind of got the first ads live and just started seeing these sales roll in. I just thought, wow. And within 30 days, it's a 6-figure business. It just kept getting bigger and bigger. Turned it internationally, and went and replicated that model a bunch of times over that year, and were able to do the same in 3 different industries with 3 different coaches. It was amazing, and we realized that this is the most powerful way to generate customers, but to really scale online businesses for coaches or consultants or service providers, anybody who wants to grow their online business in an authentic way, quickly, and to change many lives. And the book funnel, what it's been able to do for me, my clients, has been phenomenal. Example, how my parents, one of their main businesses growing up was a traditional boxing gym, and at its height it did amazing. At other stages it was quite challenging, and it's been an amazing journey being able to use them as a bit of a model and to put them through the process that we've built. And it's amazing, they went from struggling with this traditional business, gym business, to building this online coaching businesses that's now a 7-figure online business. And this is all from selling a single book. Awesome. You might be thinking, how good are book funnels? How do they work? So I'll run you through basically how a book funnel works. Essentially what you do is you start with your premium offer. So a book funnel is for somebody who already has a premium offer or wants to create a premium offer. So to make a book funnel work, you typically want a premium offer worth about $3,000 to $10,000 or more. Okay, so you start with an amazing premium offer, and that gets people life-changing results, provides extreme amounts of value to people that's worthy of that price. So you start with that offer, and then what you do is you create a book that kind of breaks down your method of achieving that transformation that your high ticket offer does. And you put it in a short book, usually around 100 pages, so the person actually finishes it and reads it. And what you do is you write this book, you give it a nice title, get a beautiful cover done, and you build a landing page with a sales video where you talk about what's in the book, and you sell the book usually for around $5 to $10, sometimes $20. Alongside the book, you might also sell the audio book and some other little downloads or video courses or bits and pieces to increase the average order value and give away more content. And what you do is you run Facebook ads to this site to sell the book. And if you're good and you do it well, what you're actually able to do is spend $1 on ads and make $1 back from the sale of your book. So, you know, for every $1 you put in, you get $1 back. So you've got unlimited budget to keep spending and to keep getting new book buyers. And then after somebody has bought their book, they get emailed the PDF version of the digital version of their book, audio book, and whatever else they bought. And then what happens, they go away and they read that book, and then they go into an email automation. And in this email automation, they're gonna get given more bonus content, videos. You know, they're gonna see more of you, get more trust, and understand your specific method of achieving this particular transformation that they're interested in. And then they're also gonna get a call to action, to book a call with you or someone on your team, a coaching call or a strategy call or something like that. And if done right, what actually happens is about 25%, a quarter of all book purchases will go on and book a call, which is amazing. So then, you're selling 20 books a day. All of a sudden you've got 5 sales calls a day with people that already know you, like you, and trust you because they've read your book, they've heard your story, they're convinced that you can help them solve this particular problem. So they're an extremely warm prospect. And then all you have to do from there is, show up on the phone, diagnose their specific problems and prescribe a solution. And, your solution may be your high ticket offer. And that's a $3,000 offer, and you're on 5 sales calls a day, and you convert at 20%, which you can probably do better. That's a 7-figure online business. That's $1 million a year in sales. So yeah, that's, this system and this revelation, changed everything for me. Because if you look out there, there's so many coaches and people in the marketing space trying to teach so many different things, and it's like trying to build a YouTube account, you're trying to get reels pumping, you're trying to get on LinkedIn, cold email outreach, and so many different things. But the power of the book funnel and what it really did and how it changed my life was it simplified all of marketing into one system, and you get this one system to work, and it kind of replaces everything, and it creates just this perfect streamlined pathway to scale online businesses. Scaled 3 online businesses to 7 figures now using this exact system, and many others on the way. That's how a book funnel changed my life, and I'm extremely grateful for the book funnel, and it could do the same for you. And if you want to find out more about the book funnel system, there'll be a link below to grab my book, and you'll be able to check out my book funnel.